Imagine a labyrinth beneath the heart of Rome, where 53 miles of shelves stretch into darkness, holding secrets that have shaped the world. The Vatican Apostolic Archives, once called the Secret Archives, are no ordinary library. Picture ancient manuscripts, sealed papal letters, and forbidden texts, each whispering tales of power, faith, and mystery. These vaults, guarded for centuries, are said to contain the lost wisdom of empires, the hidden truths of popes, and documents that could rewrite history. As we begin our journey, let's step into this shadowy realm where every shelf holds a secret waiting to be unveiled. The Vatican Archives, housed in a fortified wing of the Apostolic Palace, are a monument to time. Founded in the early 17th century by Pope Paul V, they consolidated centuries of papal records, some dating back to the 8th century. Picture a scribe in a candlelit chamber, inking a letter from Charlemagne to a pope, its parchment now resting in a climate-controlled vault. The archive's 53 miles of shelves could stretch from Rome to Naples, filled with over 80,000 documents, letters, codices, trial records, and more. Only a select few, chosen by the Vatican, may enter, their footsteps echoing in halls where silence reigns. What makes these archives so intriguing? It's the promise of the unknown. Rumors swirl of texts that challenge history, a letter from Cleopatra to a Roman ally, a lost gospel, or records of the Knights Templars' trials. Picture a dusty codex, its pages detailing Galileo's trial, locked away to protect the Church's image. The archives hold the Acta Diurna, daily records of medieval popes, and diplomatic correspondence with kings and emperors. Each document is a thread in the tapestry of history, woven with secrets that scholars can only guess at. The Vatican's secrecy fuels the mystery. For centuries, access was forbidden to all but the Pope and his closest aides. Even today, researchers must apply for permission, and only documents before 1939 are accessible, with rare exceptions. Picture a locked iron gate, its bars etched with Latin inscriptions, guarding a chamber of forbidden texts. Why such caution? Some say the archives hide truths too dangerous to reveal, prophecies, heresies, or evidence of papal missteps. Others believe the Vatican protects sacred knowledge meant only for the initiated, like a modern-day Ark of the Covenant. The archive's history is a tale of survival. During the Napoleonic Wars, French troops looted Rome, carting documents to Paris. Many were lost, but some returned, hidden in secret crates. Picture a monk slipping parchments into a hidden compartment as soldiers approached. In World War II, the Vatican sealed its archives to protect them from bombs and spies. These acts of preservation mirror the Library of Alexandria's guardians, suggesting a deliberate effort to shield knowledge from chaos. What might we find if the archives were fully opened? Imagine a manuscript proving contact between ancient Rome and distant empires, or a papal decree that altered the course of the Reformation. The archives hold the Liber Diurna, a collection of papal formulas, and records of the Crusades, their details obscured by time. Picture a scholar unrolling a parchment under a dim lamp, its words hinting at a lost chapter of history. The Vatican's reticence only deepens the allure, as if each document is a puzzle piece in a grand, unsolved mystery. As we venture deeper, we'll explore the guardians of these archives, the documents they protect, and the whispers of conspiracy that surround them. For now, let the image linger. A vast underground hall, its shelves stretching into shadow, golden light catching the edge of an ancient manuscript, its secrets locked away for centuries, waiting for the right moment to speak.
Who guards the secrets of the Vatican's 53 miles of archives? Picture a cloaked figure, moving silently through a stone corridor, a key dangling from their belt, their face hidden in shadow. These are the archivists, the silent keepers of the Vatican Apostolic Archives, sworn to protect documents that have shaped empires and faiths. Their role is not merely to catalog, but to shield knowledge from prying eyes, preserving it through wars, invasions, and time itself. As we drift deeper into this labyrinth, let's uncover the Guardian's story, their sacred duty, and the whispers of what they hide. The archivists are a select few chosen by the Pope or his inner circle. In centuries past, they were often monks or scholars, their lives dedicated to the Church and its secrets. Picture a medieval scribe, his quill scratching parchment in a candlelit vault, recording a papal decree that could sway kingdoms. These guardians were not just librarians, but gatekeepers, entrusted with texts too sensitive for the world. Some say they took oaths, swearing to protect the archives, even at the cost of their lives, their loyalty bound to a higher truth. Their task was daunting. The archives hold documents from a turbulent history, letters between popes and emperors, records of heresies and trials that shook the Church. Imagine a guardian in the 13th century hiding a manuscript about the Templars' fall, its pages detailing accusations of betrayal. Or picture a 16th century archivist sealing a letter from Henry VIII, its words a plea for annulment that sparked a schism. These documents, stored in iron-bound chests or secret alcoves, were protected not just from theft, but from ideas that could unravel the Church's authority. The Vatican's history is one of survival against chaos. During the sack of Rome in 1527, mercenaries looted the city, but the archives were spared, perhaps hidden in secret chambers. Picture a guardian barricading a stone door as shouts echoed outside, their hands trembling but resolute. In the 19th century, Napoleon's forces seized thousands of documents, yet many were smuggled back, concealed in monasteries, or disguised as trade goods. These acts of defiance suggest a network of protectors working in silence to ensure the archive's survival. Why such secrecy? The guardians knew the power of knowledge. A single document, a lost gospel, a papal confession, or a map to forgotten relics could challenge faith or ignite rebellion. Picture a vault, its walls carved with Latin warnings, hiding a text that questions a doctrine. The archivists, often scholars themselves, understood that some truths were too potent for their time. They preserved them for a future they might never see, trusting that one day the world would be ready. The Guardians' methods were as mysterious as their mission. Some documents were encoded, written in ciphers only the initiated could read. Picture a parchment, its text a jumble of symbols locked in a wooden box with a papal seal. Others were hidden in plain sight, mislabeled as mundane records to deter thieves. The archive's layout itself is a puzzle, with shelves arranged in a maze accessible only to those who know its paths. These tactics ensured that even if invaders breached the Vatican, the most precious secrets would remain out of reach. Who were these guardians? Some were nameless monks, their lives unrecorded. Others, like the prefects of the archives, held titles but worked in obscurity. Picture a scholar in a dusty robe, cataloging a codex under flickering light, their work a silent vow to history. Their legacy is the archives themselves, a testament to their care. As we move forward, we'll explore the documents they guarded, from ancient letters to forbidden texts, and the mysteries that still linger in those 53 miles of shelves. Let the image linger. A stone vault deep beneath the Vatican, its air heavy with secrets, golden candlelight flickering on a locked chest, its contents waiting for the day they'll be revealed.
What treasures lie hidden in the Vatican's 53 miles of archives? Picture a dusty manuscript, its pages brittle, inked with words that could unravel centuries of history. The Vatican Apostolic Archives are said to hold documents that span empires, faiths, and revolutions. Texts so potent they've been guarded for generations. From lost gospels to papal decrees, these artifacts whisper of truths untold, fueling myths of forbidden knowledge. As we wander deeper into this shadowed labyrinth, let's explore the documents rumored to rest here, their significance, and the mysteries that keep them locked away. Among the archive's treasures are the Acta Diurna, daily records of papal activities dating back to the Middle Ages. Imagine a parchment detailing a pope's secret meeting with a Byzantine emperor, its ink faded but legible. These records capture the Church's role in shaping Europe, from crowning kings to launching crusades. Some speculate they include confessions of popes, written in moments of doubt, or diplomatic letters that could rewrite the history of nations. Their secrecy suggests they hold more than routine accounts, perhaps truths too delicate for the world. Another rumored gem is the Liber Diurnus, a collection of papal formulas from the 8th to 9th centuries. Picture a codex, its leather cover worn, containing templates for papal bulls that guided medieval Christendom. Scholars believe it includes decrees that influenced the Holy Roman Empire's formation, yet parts remain inaccessible, hidden in restricted vaults. Why? Some say it contains evidence of early church disputes, doctrines that never saw light, or even a lost papal apology for a forgotten sin. The archives may also hold records of infamous trials. Imagine a document detailing Galileo's 1633 trial, its pages marked with the Inquisition's seal, recounting his defense of heliocentrism. Or picture the trial records of the Knights Templar, accused of heresy in the 14th century, their confessions locked in a sealed chest. These texts could reveal the Church's inner workings, its fears and its compromises, offering a glimpse into moments when faith clashed with reason or power. Myths swirl around more exotic treasures. Some whisper of a lost gospel, perhaps the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, buried in a forgotten alcove. Picture a fragile manuscript, its words challenging orthodox beliefs, guarded to prevent upheaval. Others speculate about correspondence between Cleopatra and Roman leaders, hinting at alliances that shaped the ancient world. These rumors, while unproven, fuel the archive's mystique, suggesting secrets that could redefine our past. The archive's secrecy breeds conspiracy. Why are documents before 1939 tightly controlled? Picture a locked vault, its door inscribed with a Latin warning, guarding texts that might question the Church's narrative. Some believe the archives hide evidence of papal involvement in political intrigues, like the Borgia Pope schemes or the Church's role in the French Revolution. Others imagine prophecies, perhaps a continuation of the Fatima secrets kept from the public to avoid panic or doubt. Yet not all secrets are sensational. The archives hold mundane but vital records, land deeds, marriage dispensations, and missionary reports. Picture a parchment mapping a medieval pilgrimage route, its edges worn, or a letter from a 16th century Jesuit in Asia detailing a forgotten encounter. These documents, while less glamorous, are threads in the tapestry of history, showing how the Church wove itself into the world's fabric. The guardian's role was to protect these treasures not just from loss, but from misuse. Imagine a monk sealing a codex in a hidden niche, knowing its words could spark rebellion or reform. Their secrecy was a shield, ensuring these documents survived for a future that might understand them better. As we continue, we'll explore the historical events that tested the archive's security and the modern quest to uncover their secrets. Let the image linger. A stone chamber deep in the Vatican, its walls etched with ancient symbols, golden candlelight flickering on a sealed manuscript, its secrets whispering through the ages.
What trials have tested the Vatican's 53 miles of archives? Picture a stone vault, its walls trembling as invaders storm Rome, yet its secrets remain untouched. The Vatican Apostolic Archives have endured centuries of chaos, wars, lootings, and political upheavals, each event shaping their shroud of secrecy. From the sack of Rome to Napoleon's conquests, the guardians of these archives have fought to protect their treasures, hiding them in shadows to preserve them for posterity. As we drift deeper into this labyrinth, let's uncover the historical storms that threaten the archives and the reasons their contents remain so closely guarded. The sack of Rome in 1527 was a defining moment. Charles V's mercenaries ravaged the city, looting churches and palaces. Picture a guardian barricading a stone door as screams echo outside, concealing manuscripts in a hidden alcove. The archives, then scattered across Vatican chambers, were spared, perhaps through clever misdirection or secret compartments. This survival suggests a deliberate strategy, with guardians using the Vatican's maze-like structure to outwit invaders. The event cemented the archive's reputation as a fortress of knowledge, its secrets too precious to lose. Napoleon's invasion in 1010 posed another threat. French troops seized thousands of documents, carting them to Paris to weaken the Church's authority. Imagine a monk slipping codices into unmarked crates, disguising them as trade goods to evade capture. Many documents were lost, but others were smuggled back after Napoleon's fall, hidden in monasteries or rural chapels. This daring recovery highlights the Guardian's resolve.
their willingness to risk everything to reclaim their treasures. The episode left the Vatican wary, titling access to prevent future losses. The World Wars brought new dangers. During World War II, the Vatican sealed its archives to protect them from bombings and espionage. Picture a heavy iron gate locked as air raid sirens wail, guarding texts that could tempt spies or looters. The archive's underground vaults, reinforced with stone, became a sanctuary, their contents shielded from the chaos above. This period of isolation deepened the archive's mystique, as scholars outside Rome could only speculate about what lay within. Why guard these documents so fiercely? The Church understood their power. A single text, a papal decree, a heretic's confession, or a diplomatic lever could shift the balance of faith or politics. Picture a manuscript revealing a pope's role in a medieval war, its words a spark for rebellion if revealed. The guardians, often scholars themselves, knew that knowledge could both enlighten and destroy. By limiting access, they ensured the Church's stability, preserving texts for a time when their truths could be safely understood. Control was also about authority. The Vatican, as the heart of Christendom, saw itself as the steward of sacred history. Picture a council of cardinals debating in a candlelit chamber, deciding which texts could be shared and which must remain hidden. Restricting access maintained the Church's narrative, preventing outsiders from challenging its doctrines or history. Even today, only pre-1939 documents are accessible, and only to approved scholars, suggesting a lingering fear of what full disclosure might unleash. The archive's secrecy was not just defensive, but strategic. Guardians used ciphers, false labels, and hidden vaults to protect their contents. Imagine a codex, its cover marked as a mundane ledger, concealing a prophecy or a forbidden treaty. The archive's labyrinthine layout, with twisting corridors and locked chambers, was designed to confuse intruders. These tactics ensured that even if the Vatican was breached, its deepest secrets would remain out of reach. As we move forward, we'll explore the modern quest to unlock these archives, from scholars seeking access to technologies revealing hidden truths. For now, let the image linger. A Vatican vault, its stone walls etched with ancient warnings, golden torchlight flickering on a sealed chest, its secrets enduring through centuries of turmoil.
What does it take to unlock the Vatican's 53 miles of archives? Picture a scholar standing before a stone gate, their application for access weighed by unseen hands. In the modern era, the quest to explore the Vatican Apostolic Archives has drawn historians, archaeologists, and dreamers, each seeking a glimpse of its hidden truths. Yet the path is fraught with barriers, strict access rules, ancient ciphers, and the sheer vastness of the collection. As we wander through this shadowy maze, let's explore the efforts to uncover the archive's secrets, the technologies aiding the search, and the mysteries that still elude us. Access to the archives is a privilege, not a right. Since the late 19th century, when Pope Leo XIII opened them to select scholars, only a handful have been allowed inside. Picture a researcher, their credentials scrutinized, granted entry to a reading room where pre-1939 documents are carefully presented. The process is rigorous.
Applications must detail specific research goals, and even approved scholars face restrictions. Only 60 researchers at a time may enter, their work monitored in a space where silence is as heavy as the stone walls. This exclusivity fuels speculation about what remains off-limits. The archive's vastness is a challenge in itself. With 53 miles of shelves, finding a single document is like searching for a star in the desert sky. Picture a librarian navigating a labyrinth of stone corridors, retrieving a codex from a shelf that stretches into shadow. The Index Librorum Prohibitorum, a list of banned books, is rumored to guide some searches, hinting at forbidden texts hidden within. Yet the sheer volume, over 80,000 items, means many secrets remain untouched, their contents known only to the guardians who cataloged them. Technology offers new hope. Ground-penetrating radar has mapped hidden chambers beneath the Vatican, suggesting undiscovered vaults. Imagine a device, its screen glowing in a stone corridor, revealing a sealed alcove behind a wall. Digital scanning has preserved fragile manuscripts, allowing scholars to study texts without touching them. Picture a high-resolution image of a 9th-century papal bull, its Latin text glowing on a screen, revealing details invisible to the naked eye. These tools have uncovered fragments of history, but the Vatican controls what is shared, keeping many findings under lock and key. The archive's ciphers add another layer of mystery. Some documents are written in codes, their meanings lost to time. Picture a parchment, its symbols a puzzle, locked in a chest with a papal seal. Cryptographers have decoded fragments, like letters from the Renaissance, but others remain unreadable, their secrets guarded by the guardian's ancient art. These ciphers suggest the Church hid knowledge deliberately, perhaps to protect sacred truths or conceal uncomfortable facts. Scholars dream of what they might find. A lost letter from Joan of Arc pleading for papal support could reshape her story. Picture a manuscript detailing the Church's role in the Americas, its words challenging colonial narratives. Or imagine a prophecy sealed in a stone vault, its predictions too potent for public eyes. These possibilities drive researchers, but the Vatican's gatekeepers remain cautious, releasing only what aligns with the Church's mission. The public's fascination fuels myths. Some believe the archives hold extraterrestrial records inspired by Vatican observatory ties. Others imagine a timeline of suppressed inventions, like early scientific theories stifled by dogma. Picture a stone tablet, etched with a forbidden formula, hidden in a dusty niche. While these ideas stretch credulity, they reflect the archive's allure, a place where history's greatest secrets might still sleep. As we near the end of our journey, we'll reflect on the archive's enduring legacy and what their secrets mean for humanity. For now, let the image linger. A stone chamber, its walls carved with Latin verses, golden lamplight glowing on a modern scanner, its screen hinting at truths locked within the Vatican's ancient vaults.
What is the legacy of the Vatican's 53 miles of archives? Picture a stone chamber, its walls etched with the weight of centuries, holding secrets that have shaped human thought. The Vatican Apostolic Archives are more than a collection of documents. They are a testament to the power of knowledge, guarded through time by those who understood its potential to inspire or disrupt. As we near the end of our journey, let's reflect on what these archives mean for humanity, the philosophical questions they raise, and the timeless allure of their hidden truths. The archives are a bridge between past and present. Their documents, letters, decrees, and forgotten records connect us to the minds of ancient scholars, popes, and rebels. Picture a parchment, its ink tracing the thoughts of a 9th century pope, wrestling with faith and power. These texts remind us that knowledge is fragile, preserved only through sacrifice. The guardians, from medieval monks to modern archivists, ensured these voices survived, their words whispering across centuries, urging us to seek truth even when it's hidden. Why do these archives captivate us? It's the promise of discovery. Each sealed vault or locked chest holds the potential to reshape history. Imagine a manuscript revealing a lost dialogue between East and West, its words bridging cultures long divided. Or picture a child, centuries from now, reading a newly uncovered text that sparks a new renaissance. The archives embody hope that the past's wisdom, however buried, can light the way forward. Their secrecy only deepens this allure, making every locked door a challenge to our curiosity. Philosophically, the archives raise profound questions. What is the cost of guarding knowledge? Picture a guardian sealing a prophecy to protect the church, their choice weighing preservation against revelation. Should all truths be shared, or are some too dangerous for their time? The Vatican's caution suggests a belief that knowledge must be tempered, released only when the world is ready. Yet this restraint clashes with the human drive to know, creating a tension that echoes through history's great libraries, from Alexandria to Rome. The archives also reflect the Church's role as a steward of history. By preserving texts through wars and upheavals, the Vatican has shaped our understanding of the past. Picture a codex detailing the Crusades, its pages a mirror to humanity's triumphs and failures. These documents are not just relics, but lessons, showing how faith, power, and ideas intertwine. Their survival is a gift, a reminder that even in darkness, knowledge endures, waiting for those who seek it. Modern technology amplifies this legacy. Digital archives make fragments of the Vatican's collection accessible worldwide, though only what the Church allows. Picture a screen glowing in a stone chamber, displaying a 12th century letter to a distant king. Yet the most guarded secrets remain physical, locked in vaults where no scanner reaches. This balance between openness and secrecy defines the archive's place in our world, inviting us to dream of what lies beyond the gate. The allure of the archives is eternal. They are a mystery that invites wonder, a puzzle that may never be fully solved. Picture a scholar standing before a sealed vault, their heart racing with the thought of what lies within. For every document revealed, another remains hidden, fueling stories of lost gospels, secret treaties, or forbidden truths. This endless quest is the archive's true legacy, a call to explore, to question, and to imagine. As we close this chapter, let's linger on the image. A vast underground vault, its stone walls bathed in golden lamplight, a sealed chest etched with ancient symbols, its secrets whispering of a past that still shapes our future. What lies ahead for the Vatican's 53 miles of archives? Picture a stone vault, its ancient walls bathed in the glow of modern screens as the world yearns to uncover its secrets. The Vatican Apostolic Archives, with their labyrinth of documents, stand at a crossroads between past and future. As technology advances and curiosity grows, the possibility of new discoveries tantalizes scholars and dreamers alike. In this final chapter, let's explore what the future holds for these archives, the hope of unveiling their truths, and their lasting impact on humanity's quest for knowledge. The Vatican has begun to embrace openness, albeit cautiously. In recent decades, select documents have been digitized, shared with the world through virtual archives. Picture a scholar in a distant land, studying a 12th century papal letter on a glowing screen, its Latin words illuminated for all. Yet the most sensitive texts, those beyond 1939 or deemed too delicate, remain locked in physical vaults, accessible only to a chosen few. This balance reflects the Church's dual role, a guardian of sacred history and a gatekeeper wary of its power. Technology could unlock new secrets. Artificial intelligence now aids in deciphering ancient ciphers, revealing texts once thought unreadable. Imagine a computer humming in a stone chamber, decoding a Renaissance diplomat's letter, its secrets spilling forth after centuries. Ground-penetrating radar continues to map hidden chambers beneath the Vatican, hinting at vaults yet to be opened. Picture a radar screen, its lines tracing a forgotten alcove, sparking dreams of lost gospels or ancient maps. These tools promise a new era of discovery, but the Vatican controls the pace, releasing only what aligns with its mission. The future also depends on the Church's will. Will the archives ever be fully opened? Picture a council of cardinals debating in a candlelit hall, weighing the risks of revelation against the call for transparency. Some argue that sharing all documents could heal historical wounds, clarifying the Church's role in events like the Inquisition or colonial expansions. Others fear the consequences. Texts that challenge doctrines or expose missteps could unsettle faith. This tension ensures the archives remain a mystery, their full contents a dream for future generations. The archives' impact transcends their documents. They inspire wonder, fueling stories of hidden knowledge and lost truths. Picture a child gazing at the Vatican's walls, imagining a manuscript that could change the world. This curiosity drives scholarship, art, and exploration, keeping the archives alive in our collective imagination. From novels to documentaries, the idea of the Vatican's secrets captivates, reminding us that the unknown is a powerful muse. Their legacy is also a call to preserve. The Guardian's centuries-long vigil, through wars, invasions, and time, teaches us the value of safeguarding knowledge. Picture a monk sealing a codex in a stone niche, their act of vow to the future. Today, archivists continue this work, using climate-controlled vaults and digital backups to protect fragile texts. The archives stand as a beacon, urging us to cherish the wisdom of the past, even when it remains out of reach. What might we find if the vaults were opened? A letter from a forgotten saint, a map to a lost relic, or a truth that redefines history? Picture a stone tablet, its carvings hinting at a meeting between ancient faiths, waiting to be read.
The possibility of such discoveries keeps the archive's allure alive, a reminder that knowledge is a journey, not a destination. As we close our tale, the Vatican's 53 miles of shelves remain a mystery, their secrets whispering to those who dare to dream.